Hey Nikki, I've submitted the last banners, and I'm going to be working on some screenshots and stuff for Chuck for like, Save to Kill. But I figured um, since we're waiting around a little bit, see what Chuck does with the other with the files and stuff for Save to Kill in the mobile version. I figured we might as well keep rolling with Humanoid Space Race. Now, if Chuck gets back to me and says, "Oh, we need this art, that art, this art," for whatever reason, if we need any more kind of like promo art or title stuff, I just feel like the Save to Kill stuff will take priority at this point, just so we can get that out because it's all done. I just have to work on getting some screenshots for him and the description, and I'm kind of messing around with actually maybe doing like a little trailer, but I have to familiarize myself with the software, so I'm gonna tinker around with that tonight. But anyway, let me go into God mode here and beef my character up a little bit. I figure we might as well just roll right into the bosses of Space Race. I don't know. Let me actually make sure we're on my right control scheme. So anyway, first boss in. He is, and these bosses are just gonna be exactly like the regular enemies we did. We're not going to have any kind of elaborate shooting animations, but they will have two animations. There will be regular, and then there'll be rage mode. Every boss will have a rage mode. And actually, really quick, as you can see down here, the buzzsaws. Remember when I had asked you for a different color variant of these buzzsaws, a blue variant? You had sent me one. I think there was a miscommunication. I think that you thought that I was going to use that variant on a different level, just because the one that you sent me was blue, but it had a very, very like greenish hint to it and tone to it, and it didn't match the light blue sky. What I was going to do is in these levels, I was going to switch that animation, so maybe we can put that on the list as well. Getting a blue variant of the buzzsaw to really just perfectly match this color palette that we have here, really bright and blue. The other buzzsaw, it looked decent, but it was very greenish, and you could tell. And I think that you thought that I had meant that I was going to use it on a different level, which actually had some green tones in it, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I was planning on doing it just because I feel like the brown kind of clashes with the blue here. So we might as well get that wrapped up as well while I'm making the video here and seeing this. Anyway, this boss is 150 by 150 pixels, and I haven't played this game in forever. It's actually going to be really good to get back into developing this game because this game is so far along, and it's awesome. It's a really fun game, and I wasn't planning on doing this on mobile, but I think I found a way to simplify the control scheme where I think I might do a mobile version as well. So I'm getting really pumped to get back into this game, and hopefully Save to Kill does well on mobile. So anyway, you can see he kind of flies around. He's the first boss. He's kind of a pushover, but he's got some nice little bullet patterns, and he has some little splitting, homing bullets and stuff, and you can freeze them. Bosses have elemental resistances, and that's something that you can actually increase with perks. But anyway, he just kind of flies around, and the character the placeholder that I'm using actually isn't quite bad. I wanted him to be kind of just like a regular beefed up humanoid character. Maybe even take, this sprite as kind of reference, maybe make his shoulder pads a little bit more badass looking, maybe you can see he's going into rage mode now. And actually rage mode, he does fire a laser. Let's just try, see how the laser is right at the top corner of the square. Let's see if he does once he does it again. If we can maybe put like a little cannon there, it'd be really nice if I didn't have to like redo the lasers much as far as like their X and Y axis, just a little bit of tweaking. So maybe we can put like a little cannon in his on the top left corner. But yeah, just a more of a robotic humanoid character that's just gonna kind of float around like this. You can, like I said, you can take this sprite that we're currently fighting right now, maybe just give me more beefier version, maybe like beef up his shoulder pads, maybe put like some spikes or something on his shoulder pads, something to just make him a little bit more menacing, and that's it. And then when he goes into rage mode, I don't know, maybe since we've been putting like kind of cartoony faces on these guys, maybe you just give him like a really bad frown and make him blink red, or maybe make his face turn red or something like that. You know, something to just really kind of sell the idea that, you know, this guy is in berserk mode or rage mode. But like I said, like with these characters and with these bosses, I'm not really looking to go too nuts with them. I'm really looking to, you know, I'm not saying, like I said, and I made this clear, I know that no art is easy, so I'm not saying it should take like, you know, 2 seconds or anything to make, but, you know, I'm going to be very kind of, not going to be very picky with these, because I do want to get these on the way, and you always give me such great stuff to work with. So even if an enemy isn't exactly what I was kind of envisioning, I think I'm just going to kind of roll with it to get this game out the door here. So, and there he is. So let me know, you know, what you think about this. You can, I'll play him one more time so you can kind of see if I can get a flawless on this guy. I should have. The way I'm beefing myself up, like, should be overpowered here. Yeah, he kind of just flies around. Like I said, he'll have a cannon in the top corner. Maybe he'll have like a gun blaster or something, and you know, and there he goes. Got the flawless bonus in. So yeah, man, I'm really pumped to get back into, and you see the flawless star kind of comes up. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Like, this game is very far along. I mean, once we get the bosses done, then I want to do the ultimate attack. As you can see, I fired off here. You know, right here, this is the ultimate attack, which does multiplicative damage on bosses. Boom, you can see how it kind of drains their health a little bit. And then, you know, when we do that, it kills all the bullets and everything. So, you know, when we do, after we do all the bosses, then we'll do the ultimate attack sprite, which I've got, which is gonna be much more simple than the humanoid or the save to kill, much simpler. And I've got a really good idea to guide you in the right direction for that. And then after that, you know, then we'll, I think we need to do a couple of small enemies just to do like some lasers, because I introduced lasers that come in at the top. And then after that, we'll start doing all these buttons. You know, I had told you before where I wanted to get some more like elite looking alien version type enemies. I'm just gonna, you know, the game is beefing up. This game has a lot of content. We'll launch it, you know, I'm not really looking to add in any more enemies except for the ones that don't have, you know, actual art right now. And we'll release it. I probably will release it with no endless mode. Kind of like Save to Kill did. I think that worked out really well for us, you know, in the end, adding that content, giving it a little bit of breath of fresh air, giving something new to the players, giving players a reason to come back, you know, and then once we iron out all the kinks, add endless mode, then I can start working on the mobile version, which will have all the bells and whistles, and I'll even do more stuff, and then maybe we can look at putting in some new enemy types and stuff, or maybe some new perks, or actually what I was thinking is for add-on content is like maybe another power-up, like a melee humanoid. I have a really cool idea of doing like one with like a lightsaber where he does like a melee attack. So I got a couple ideas up my sleeve here for some bonus content. So all right, man, but first things first, the first boss, 150 by 150 pixels, and we'll get him nailed out. All right, man, later on, let me know what you think.